In talking with a lot of business owners, what we find is that they don't have the clarity that they want. And by not having the clarity, they also lack the courage to go after something. So there's 5 key questions that you need to be able to answer with regards to generating the clarity that you want and also generating the courage that you need to go after it. So the first 5 questions are this. Question number 1 is, where are you headed over the next 3 to 5 years with your business, and what do you want it to look like? In other words, think about how much revenue would you like to have generated in that 3rd to 5th year. Who's your ideal client, and what's the problem that they have that they don't want, and what's the solution or outcome that they want that they don't have, and how do you help them with that? Also think about where is your ideal client. Maybe it's a sector or a particular industry that they're in. So that's what we mean by identify what the business is going to look like in 3 to 5 years. The next question that you need to be able to answer is, why does your business exist, or why does your service exist, right? The world doesn't need another plumber. The world doesn't need another financial consultant. The world doesn't need another photographer. But what they do need is another you, or you specifically. So that's what you have to really understand, is what makes you special and unique with regards to what it is that you offer. And we call that your mission, meaning purposeful mission. So if you understand what your purposeful mission is, in other words, the why you exist or why your business exists, and you can convey that to your ideal prospects, that's going to mean something. The third question that you need to be able to answer is, what do we want to measure over the next 12 months and accomplish and achieve? Those are going to be your objectives, or your key performance indicators, as some people like to call them, or your goals. Could be as simple as that. But they need to be something that's measurable that you can go after. And then they become the gauge on your dashboard of the vehicle that you're driving so that you can see how you're doing. And then to be able to accomplish those, you need to figure out, how the heck are we going to do it? So if you want to acquire X number of new clients, there's certain things that you know you need to do. Maybe it's networking or advertising or asking for referrals. All of those are strategies. They're ways of how to do something. And that's the 4th question, is how are we going to accomplish this? And then finally, the 5th question is, who's going to do what by when? Oftentimes a small business or entrepreneur, they don't have a lot of people to delegate to. It's basically just them and their 10 assistants. So you have to get a sense of what that is, but you have to be able to spell it out for yourself, because oftentimes you're holding on to a lot of stuff in your head. So if you don't write it down into the form of a tactical action project with tasks associated to it, even if you're the only one doing it, you've got to have that so that it becomes your roadmap or your action plan for what you need to do each day. So again, those 5 key questions is, where are we headed over the next 3 to 5 years, and what do we want it to look like when we get there? Number 2, why does our business exist? What makes us unique to succeed at being the provider for those ideal clients? 3rd, what do we want to measure over the next 12 months and make sure we achieve it? Number 4, how are we going to do that? And number 5 is, who's going to do what by when. Number 4, by the way, the strategy, the how, that's what's great about what we do, is we help you bring forth your best thinking in how to do that.